What the hell did I just watch? There's no way that we almost blew the lead at the end like that. And I know people are going to probably look at the scoreline and they'll say, Real Madrid only won 3-2? Oh, they must have struggled. Or Alaves must have gave them a good game. And I'm here to tell you right now, we did not struggle this game. This was actually one of our best performances of the season. And if it wasn't for that capitulation around the 85th minute, I would be way happier. But there's just so many positives to talk about with this game before we get into how we looked so sloppy towards the end. And we'll talk about us conceding those 2 goals a little later in the video. Because I'm going to tell you something right now. Madrid are actively trying to beat the second half FC charges. We cooked in the first half. Second straight game where we were on it from the whistle. You guys know our first half form throughout this season has been a real concern for me and for many of the guys who watch my streams and watch my videos. We were all complaining about how poor we look to start off games, right? Usually, we're the team that's getting ran through. We're conceding all these big chances, right? Teams are going out there and they're dictating the tempo. They're playing their style of football, and that's just not acceptable. And before the Espanyol game, I was saying we need to turn it around real quick. Our style of play has to get better real soon because our next match is going to be against Atletico Madrid. So we needed to make a statement against Espanyol. We needed to make a statement against Alaves. And I think we did. From the moment that whistle was blown, I should say, and the ball was kicked, we were on smoke. We were absolutely cooking Alaves. We were implementing our style of play. We were holding possession. We were dictating the tempo of the game. We were creating big chances. Vinicius gets the assist. Vazquez scored in the first minute. I couldn't believe it. I thought I was dreaming. I had to pinch myself. We only scored 1 goal in the first half before this game. We scored 2 today. Mbappe! That's what I'm talking about. This is the Mbappe that I thought we were getting. This is the Mbappe that I better see for the rest of this season. The way that him and Jude linked up for that second goal. Mbappe with the back heel. Jude with the give and go. Oh my gosh. What a strike that was. We all know I've been real critical of Mbappe this season. I think he's been doing all the right things as a striker. A lot of people trying to make it seem like Mbappe cannot play as a striker. Mbappe has been fine as a 9. The issue that I had was that even though he's making the right runs, right? Mbappe's linking play, right? Mbappe is helping build up in the attack. What's the point of putting yourself in these good scoring positions if every time you shoot the ball, it's at the keeper or it goes wide? That was the problem that Mbappe had. But today, that finish, that 1-2 with Jude was phenomenal. He's no longer PayPal. He's no longer Booty. He's no longer Ethan Mbappe. No, this is Kylian Mbappe. That first half performance, he was looking like prime PSG Mbappe. And that's what I want to see more of. Because I'm somebody who's ready for Endrick to get more minutes. I'm ready for Endrick to start some of these games. Because I think Endrick, with the limited amount of minutes that he's gotten, has played well. So, the performance that Mbappe put in today, fair enough. That was a fantastic first half from the entire team. I would say that was actually a fantastic 75 minutes from the entire team. I had no complaints. Rodrygo opened up the second half, scoring an absolute banger, carrying the ball from the halfway line, bringing it down the pitch. putting it far post. And the disrespect to Rodrygo is crazy. That's now 3 straight games where he's been on fire. Probably the most informed player in the squad right now. And people got to start putting a lot of respect on my guy Rodrygo's name. The fact that this guy did not make top 30 for Ballon d'Or nominations is a fucking joke. Rodrygo is him. Rodrygo is one of the best wingers in the world. He's top 10. Stop playing with him, bro. All these Barca fans that were talking shit to me. Oh, Lamine Yamal, he walks into Real Madrid's 11. No, he doesn't. If Lamine Yamal was at Real Madrid, his ass is holding bench. Right next to Arda, right next to Endrick. He'll have to earn his minutes. Because Lamine Yamal is not better than Rodrygo. You heard it here first. He hasn't done anywhere near what Rodrygo's done. And fair enough to Yamal, right? Great player, won the Euros. But when he scores as many Champions League goals as Rodrygo has, talk to me. When he scores as many big and important goals as Rodrygo, we're talking about Mr. Champions League himself. We're talking about Man City's owner here. The best Bengali player that I know. Everybody that disrespects Rodrygo. Mind you, he plays out of position on the right. He's really a left winger. And he cooks. This guy is an absolute baller. Stop comparing him to Saka. Stop comparing him to Savio. And I rate Savio, but Rodrygo is on another level. Let me tell you something right now. He is him. Everybody that wanted him sold last summer, everybody that was telling me that he needs to be benched, you're crazy. He's back to his best. Vinicius, I already brought up that assist. Vinicius was absolutely cooking in that first half. Oh my God. That first half, I'm going to be real, chat. It was a bad day to be an Alaves defender. It was a real bad day to be one. Because our front four were on it. This guy just showed you why he's going to win the Ballon d'Or. Vinicius has just shown you why he is the best player in the world. This guy has come so far, bro. I remember when Vinicius first came to Real Madrid and his decision-making was so shit. He couldn't score like that. He had the potential, right? He had the tricks, he had the flair, he had the pace. But it wasn't looking good for Vinny his first 2.5 to 3 seasons. Benzema telling Mendy, yo, brother, Vinny's playing against us. Don't pass him the ball. And now to see how far he's come, to see him develop into one of the best players in the world is fantastic. I cannot think of a more deserving Ballon d'Or winner for this year. Vinicius is him. He is a superstar. And I'm telling you this right now. He is the face of Madrid. And if he stays at the club for another 10 seasons, another 8 to 10 seasons, I think he ends up being one of the most decorated players at Real Madrid. He will be a club legend. Phenomenal. I think the midfield cooked as well. Jude, I didn't think Jude should have started today because he is dealing with that shoulder injury. And I didn't want to risk him aggravating that before the derby. But he played really well. Got the assist for Mbappe. Valverde cooked today. Tchouaméni, best DM in the world. None of this Rodri talk. Tchouaméni is the best 6 in the world. Good on the ball, good passer, excellent defensively. I have so much confidence in him. When we were getting linked to Rodri, I'm sitting here like, yo, we don't need Rodri. I got Tchouaméni. And I got Camavinga. We're good at DM. The back line, solid today. Lucas Vazquez, I give him a lot of stick. Scored in the first minute. He cooked today. Lucas Vazquez put in damn near a man of the match performance. He filled in for Danny Carvajal. Fair play to Lucas Vazquez today. Rudiger, Militao, solid defensively. Ferland Mendy, cooked as well. And Courtois, I'm going to be real. He had nothing to do up until like the 75th minute. We were all over them. Alaves were getting cooked. As I said, do not let that 3-2 scoreline fool you. Now, at the end of the game, we almost capitulated. I'm going to be real, right? Alaves, they hit the post. And then after they hit the post, they scored an absolute screamer on their next shot. And then a minute later, it's like our defense fell asleep at the back. And ball over the top, they score again. And for a second, I'm like, there's no way that after the good performance that we just put in, are we going to let this lead just evaporate like this? That was a little bit nerve-wracking. But I will say that's when the backups came on, right? Like, Jesus Vallejo. Is there a coincidence that this guy gets subbed on and we almost lose the game? He's actually somebody that I was calling for Carlo to give a little bit of opportunities to. Because we're thin at center back. So I'm like, yo, bro, give Vallejo some minutes. I regret saying that. I now understand why Carlo was not playing him. I now understand why Vallejo, right, while being fit, is still being benched. And we're playing Tchouaméni or Carvajal at center back when we got to rest somebody. This might be his last game for the club. What was going on there defensively at the end? Cannot be letting that happen. Endrick came on. Didn't really do that much, right? He did hit the post, like, within the first 2 minutes. But aside from that, was pretty quiet. They do play Endrick out of position, especially when Mbappe stays on the pitch, right? Endrick came on and played as a right winger. And then when Arda got subbed on, then Endrick went more central. But by then, Alaves had all the momentum, so we didn't really do anything with the ball like the last, I'd say, 10 to 15 minutes. Arda didn't really do much today when he got his opportunity. Fran Garcia got some Make-A-Wish kid minutes. He was brought on, like, at the very end. Modric came on. Didn't really do much. Vallejo, God needs to watch over Rudiger and Militao. Because I'm telling you, if one of those guys get injured, Vallejo cannot start games. Tchouaméni would literally have to start at center back. But overall, though, as I said, guys, great game. Great game for us until we conceded, right? Like, that's obviously bad. But again, that scoreline is very misleading, right? This is why stats are deceiving, right? You got to watch games with your eyes. What I watched today was Madrid have their best opening 45 minutes of the season. And second half, yeah, it fell off a little bit. But we were still in control until we just lacked concentration at the end. But this performance, the one against Espanyol, really fills me with a lot of confidence heading into that derby. You guys all know that was a game. That Madrid derby was a game that I had marked on the calendar as the first true test for us. Because we have not played anybody that good this season, right? We've been going against mid-table to bottom half clubs in La Liga. And the fact that we have not picked up 3 points in every single game actually pisses me off. And the way that we were struggling, the way that we were getting cooked sometimes, the way that we had to rely on the post to bail us out was annoying. And I was saying, yo, if this form does not turn around, Atletico are going to destroy us. But what I've been seeing from the boys lately, I'm very confident heading into that Atletico game on Sunday. We played so well, and there's so many people that I could give the man the match to that I don't even know who to pick. I want you guys to get in the comment section and let me know who your man of the match is. Also, let me know what you guys just thought about the game in general, right? And just any other thoughts that you have. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those post notifications. I'm out, people. Peace.